Do you want to improve your FPS to become a better player in Fortnite Season 3? Then this is the video for you, so let's get right into it. Welcome back guys. In this video I'm going to teach you how to improve your FPS from the bottom of the bottom all the way to the top pro players FPS. This guide will help people on a low end computer and on the top end computer, or both strategies will help you boost your FPS. This guide applies to both console and PC players, so don't you worry, there'll be something for you in this video. Before we start, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. So, step number 1 to improve your FPS is go into your settings and go over to the Games tab. Scroll all the way down to the bottom until you see record replays. You're going to want to turn that off, because what that does is it takes stress off of your computer from having to capture the replays whilst you're playing. All of the power from your computer is focused on the game and not the game and the replay. Tip number 2 is go over to Career, Replays, and make sure you've deleted every single one of your replays. I have deleted all my replays. What this does is it just takes stress off of your computer once again, and it'll save you an extra bit of storage. The third thing you're going to want to do is go into settings, and if you're on computer, make sure you're on windowed mode, full screen, and your resolution is on 1920 by 1080. If you have a lower end computer, you can also push it down to 1600 by 900, but all that does is makes the quality a tiny bit worse, makes it a bit more blurry. The reason you're going to want to have your game in full screen instead of Windows full screen is when you have your game in Windows full screen and Windows processes in the background, which obviously is going to slow down your game and reduce your FPS. But having it on full screen, it makes sure the Windows isn't running anything else in the background and it's focusing completely on your game. In your frame rate limit, you're going to want to have it set one above your monitor's refresh rate. So my monitor refresh rate is 60 Hz, so instead of having it on 60 FPS, you want to boost it up to 120 FPS. If your monitor is a 144 Hz refresh rate, you're going to want to push up to 160. The reason you're going to want to put it one above and not like two above, say if you have a 60 Hz refresh rate on your monitor, you're not going to put it up to 160, is because you're more likely to find jitters and pauses in your game whilst you're playing. Now, graphics quality. What you're going to want to do is you can either set it all the way to low, or you can have it on custom. I have it on custom usually. So what you need to do is 3D resolution always on 100. The difference between 44 is the game looks pixely, and then if you put up to 100, the game obviously is more 3D. You're going to want to have your view distance on near. You can push this up if you want to, but I'll tell you why you shouldn't in a second. Shadows off, anti-alias, whatever that says, off, textures off, effects, low, medium, it just depends. And then post-processing, I put this on medium because I don't know exactly what it does, but I think that when you have it on medium compared to low, the game renders further. Instead of having your view distance on far, which can really damage your FPS, put your processing one above your view distance and it'll pretty much act the same. Next, just want to go down to your advanced graphics, which is right at the bottom of the video tab. VSync should be off, motion blur should be off, and show FPS should be on. Those are just basics, that's how it should be. DirectX version just depends on how strong your graphics card is, and allow multi-threaded rendering. It also depends on your CPU, so if you've got a really good CPU, you can turn that on. Also, if you've got a good graphics card, turn the DirectX version up to DirectX 12 beta. It's still in beta, so it might not be the best thing. That's why I keep mine on DirectX 11. The next tip is nothing in the Fortnite settings, but it's something you can do on Chrome, Discord and Spotify. Say if you have any of them running in the background, you're going to want to turn off hardware acceleration. What this does is it puts all the hardware acceleration onto Fortnite, so it focuses on that and it's not got anything in the background focusing on Discord, Spotify or Chrome. So to do this, you're going to want to open up Chrome, go into the three dots in the corner, settings, and then go to advanced and then system, and then second one down you've got used hardware acceleration when available, turn that off. For Discord it's pretty much the same thing. In the bottom left, go to user settings, go down to appearance, scroll down and you've got hardware acceleration, turn that off. This is going to require a restart of Discord, so just say yes and they'll just restart it with the updated hardware acceleration off. And last, for Spotify, I know Spotify can be quite heavy on people's computers, so in the top left click on the three dots, go to view and then turn hardware acceleration, make sure the tick is not there. So those are a few tips on how to improve your FPS as a console player and a PC player in Fortnite Season 3. I hope you've enjoyed. Just want to remind you again to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos or live streams, and I'll catch you all in the next video.